ABC's Kenneth Moton joins me live now from Washington, along with senior investigative reporter Katersky for more. Kenneth, we also heard from a pediatrician who treated the victims of the Uvalde shootings, or some of them anyway, and he was talking about the aftermath. I want to play a piece of that.
It's been tough being a pediatrician in a community where children do not want to return to school and parents don't want to send them there with the fear of a future attack. I see children daily with PTSD and anxiety that's now leading to depression. I spend half my days convincing kids that no one is coming for them and that they are safe knowing, and that they're safe. But how do I say that knowing that the very weapons used in the attack are still freely available?
Now, Dr. Guerrero did celebrate this bill, but like the president, he's outright calling for a ban on assault weapons as well. What's the likelihood of that happening in Washington?
Well, it doesn't appear that there's momentum for there to be a national ban on assault weapons at this point, because the support is not there for Republicans. And even though Democrats say there's more that needs to be done, including that, we're just not seeing the numbers right now. We're not seeing it in the states as well, especially in those states that are controlled by Republicans. And so even though you had President Biden standing there, you've seen groups really calling for more to be done for banning assault rifles here. We're just not seeing that. And what we've mostly seen is Democrats saying, yes, there's more to be done, but Republicans saying this is as much as we can do with this bipartisan legislation.
Yeah, it's unusual to see an event that's aimed at celebrating a piece of legislation focus so much on what the legislation does not do. We saw a father from one of the victims of the Parkland school shooting get escorted out because he also has been advocating that this law doesn't do enough and that we need a ban on assault weapons. There's Manuel Oliver right there. He got escorted out of the event just a few moments after this. So, Aaron, what about it at the local level? Is there any appetite or momentum for state bans on assault weapons?
Doesn't seem like it, although in local cities there has been. We've seen in Highland Park, Illinois, for example, there is a ban on assault-style weapons, although that didn't stop the parade shooting on July 4th. And I think, too, states are going to have to encounter the likelihood that any new gun control measures they enact will likely be challenged all the way to the Supreme Court. We just saw the High Court decision regarding New York's concealed carry regime, and New York has to scale back its licensing permitting process. So a number of states, if they want to go down that road, will have to make sure their future laws comport with the new Supreme Court opinion.
Now, Kenneth, the president did tout that red flag laws could have stopped some of the country's mass shootings, but this law doesn't enforce them. It encourages states to pass them. So is that happening?
Yeah, there was no national red flag law that made it into this Safer Acts or Safer Communities Act that passed with that bipartisan support. When it comes to those red flag laws, we've got 19 states and D.C. Who have them. That was the number before that recent string of this most recent string of mass shootings, and that's the number today. Will it encourage? Will it really push some of these states that don't have them to enact these laws? It's only been a couple of weeks since we've got this Safer Communities Act into place here. Will it encourage them? It remains to be seen.
And Aaron, I know you've followed so many of these investigations every step of the way. When you look at the mass shootings over the past few years and you look at this law, how effective do you think it will be at preventing some of these shootings from happening again? And what about when you look at gun violence in general? Not the mass shootings that make the press, but the shootings that happen every single day in this country that don't.
Well, most of the mass shootings are done with illegal weapons, so this law won't really do anything to prevent the trafficking of illegal guns. And we know in major American cities like New York, like Chicago, in states with restrictive gun laws, the frustration has been taking illegal guns off the streets and keeping the traffickers behind bars. But in terms of legally obtained weapons, this could go a way to preventing future mass shootings, but the most recent ones, Buffalo, Uvalde, Highland Park, it's hard to see how this law would have applied.
All right, Kenneth Moton, Katersky, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.